Hi guys, welcome back to another Slightly Rednecked video. Again, my name's Chris. If you're not familiar with this channel, I help you to produce your own meat, eggs, and vegetables from your backyard, your balcony, your deck, your garage, or heck, even a spare room in the house if that's the way you want to do it. Tonight we're working in the kitchen. I'm going to be making quail Parmesan, kind of an old take on chicken Parmesan, but making it with quail. So let me bring you in close. We'll get started on this right away. Alright, so what I've got going here is I've got some quail breasts, about 6 birds, the breast off of about 6 birds I should say. I've got some seasoned, these are Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. You could use panko, you could use just regular breadcrumbs. If you're using regular breadcrumbs or panko, you probably want to season them up a little bit with maybe some a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of salt, pepper, you know, some of those kinds of things. I've got about a half, well, it's about a cup of these, I should say, about a cup of breadcrumbs, and about a half cup of Parmesan cheese. Now, this is like shredded Parmesan cheese. It'd probably be better if it was lightly grated, but I think this will work okay. This is just what I have on hand. So anyway, I'm going to just put that in there with my breadcrumbs, kind of mix that together a little bit, and let's see, to get going here, it's going to be pretty easy. I'm going to take my, my quail breast. They're going to go in my egg, get a good coating of egg, and yeah, these are quail eggs, about a dozen of them. And then they'll go in the breadcrumbs, get a good coating of breadcrumbs and Parmesan. Hopefully that Parmesan sticks to them just a little bit. And then they're going to go right here on the cutting board for right now. So let me get these done real quick, and we'll come back and show you the next step. Alright, so I've got a skillet heating up right here. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of some olive oil to it. And then a couple of tablespoons of butter. And then just let that melt down. Alright, so my skillet's hot, my butter is pretty much melted. Well, it is melted. So now I'm just going to move these into here. We're going to cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side just to brown the coating. Alright, so these have been browned on both sides, and they're going to come out of the pan here. They're going to go onto a greased baking dish, or we're using this kind of like a cookie pan actually, but that's okay, it'll work just fine. So let me get these all situated here. We'll come right back. We'll show you the next step. What I've got here is just some canned marinara sauce. I'm going to be heating it up because I'm going to be making some spaghetti to go with this. I'm just going to take a little bit, just a dab, put it on top of each one of these. Just a touch of marinara. Then a little bit of cheese. I'm using mozzarella. You could use provolone. You could use whatever kind of cheese you wanted. This is shredded mozzarella cheese. I think it will be good. Alright, so I got cheese on all these, got a little bit of marinara on all these. I'm going to throw these in the oven, 375 degrees, about 12 minutes probably until the cheese is good and melty. The quail should be pretty much cooked at this point because it's such a small bird, it cooks so fast. We just want to get the cheese all melted and make sure it's cooked all the way through. So probably 10-12 minutes, somewhere right around in there. And then we'll come back and we'll show you the finished product. Alright, cheese is all melted a little bit, kind of starting to brown a little bit, so that's just about perfect. We've got a little bit of spaghetti on a plate right here. I'm just going to put a little bit of marinara on top of the spaghetti here. A bigger spoon would have probably been helpful. And then, get off the dark brown black edges here. And that's going to go right on top. And there we go. Wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of fresh basil maybe in here with this or something like that, but I think it looks pretty good the way it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you try this recipe out, what you think of it. I think it looks fantastic. Can't wait to dig in myself. Thank you so much for watching. As always, God bless.